Now, last time I checked, I don't know anybody with an English degree who's making $1 million a year as an English teacher. Do you? No. Okay. Now, nothing against English or degrees. They're lovely. But are we doing it to generate income, or are we doing it to have something else to hang on the wall to impress people who aren't giving us any money? Time-wasting things that are within your direct control is good planning or organization, okay? Moving productively from project to project, not jumping around trying to multitask. Holding unnecessary and unproductive meetings. I used to really think meetings were important. Oh, let's have a meeting. Man, if I can avoid another meeting, please, let's figure out a way to avoid another meeting. Now what we'll do is within Teams is I'll just have somebody start a string and say, you know what, why don't you send a Teams to everybody that's involved and get their opinion on Teams. We can all see the dialogue one with another. And you guys now can close real estate deals with this. You can put your title company on Teams. You can put your mortgage broker on Teams. You can put your buyer's agent on Teams. And rather than doing the email thing where you get one email from this person and one email from that person and one email from this person, and you try to blend them all together, just start a Teams chat, right? Get everybody on the same group, and then, hey, let's talk about this particular deal on this Teams chat, and you can get real-time, really quick information, okay? So try to avoid meetings as often as you can. And if you do have to have a meeting, please do it on Zoom. Zoom is a beautiful, beautiful thing. I love Zoom. And while COVID was unfortunate and a lot of people got hurt badly by it, it did produce some really good behavior in the business community. And I think one of the best of those is the adoption of Zoom. People are now so accustomed to Zoom. Hey, if I say let's have a meeting, people assume it's going to be a Zoom meeting. I mean, we have meetings in my office now that I attend on Zoom just so I don't have to walk upstairs. Efficiency is unbelievable. Number 3. Spending too much time on calls, emails, and the internet. Now, if you are, what's that thing on your phone where you can track your, how much time you've been spending on your usage? Okay. Guys, if I look at your usage and I see that in the last 7 days, you spent more than 10 hours on Facebook or TikTok, I'm going to fly to your house and whack you with a pine tree, because that is such a big, massive waste of time. And if you do not have control of that, you are an addict to the Facebook and TikTok short videos. You can't stop watching them because it's just, oh my goodness, it's so engaging. Remove Facebook from your phone. Seriously, when was the last time you made any money with Facebook? Yep, you haven't, have you? So get rid of it. It's not income producing. Number 4, procrastinating until a project becomes urgent. Nothing says I'm unprofessional more than doing everything at the 9th hour, okay? And if you have a team of people, it will drive them crazy. Believe me, I know, because I am the worst offender. Also within your ability to say, or within your control, is the ability to say no, okay? You are not in the service business, okay? You are in the make money business. Now, if my job is a server and I work at a restaurant, then my job is to go get whatever the customer wants, right? Because if I don't get them whatever they want, they're not going to pay me. But my service now affects my income. In the real estate business, in the private money business, guys, we are not there to serve the customer. We are there to help the customer. Big difference, okay? Service means, what do you need? Help means, tell me your situation, I'll give you a solution, okay? I will help you, not here to serve you, okay? So helping you, I can usually get you an answer within a matter of minutes, but not hours. If your phone conversations with clients and prospects are lasting anything longer than 10 minutes, you are wasting time. So say no, okay? Number 6, something that is within your control is the ability to delegate when possible. Now, many of you do not yet have an assistant. One of your 2023 goals should be to hire an assistant. My recommendation, get one of our trained virtual assistants. You can get them for 1/3 of the price that you're going to pay a local human. and it's all virtual, so you don't have to worry about housing them, providing office space, none of it, okay? So if you're interested in our virtual assistant opportunities, you can call my office and talk with one of my business development consultants. But for all of you, having a personal assistant should be one of your 2023 goals, okay? Finally, the biggest one, and this is for all of you that just love attention, okay? You socialize too much. You got to limit the socializing to the time that you have allotted for that. Now, if you can make socializing income producing, great. Change your friend group. Start hanging out with people that are buying houses, selling houses, financing houses, renovating houses, and get a whole new sphere of influence, because now you can socialize and make money all at the same time. I got a great compliment the other day from somebody who'd worked for me for some years, and they said, Lee, thanks to you, I had to get an entire new friend group. And I said, well, what do you mean, thanks to me? He says, well, before I came to work here, I was fine hanging out with people that weren't really driven or motivated to be more, have more, create more, serve more. He says, but now, if they're not talking in multi-million dollar increments, I just kind of get bored with them. That's the right attitude, okay? Guys, as you grow and scale as an individual, as your income grows and scales as a operator, I'm sorry, if your friend group is not rising up at the same level as you, you're going to have to get new friends. And that's not being rude, that's just the reality. Current friend group you've got, you guys have heard this, we're the sum total of the 5 people we spend the most time with. So if you take the 5 people that you spend the most time with and add up all of their incomes and divide by 5, within about a 5 to 10% variance, that's your income. So if you want to make more money, you got to start changing who's in your sphere of influence group. Now, one of the things that I always like to do is say, okay, take your current 5 and simply take the bottom one out and put in like a multi-millionaire as a mentor or a consultant, and then divide the number again by 5 and see if you like that number better. Your income will rise to the level of your new education when applied, okay? So are you educating yourself on things that will make you millions, or are you educating yourself on things that will make you thousands? I had a conversation earlier today with a gentleman that is going back to school. He's very successful, but he's going back to school. I said, what are you going back to school for? He says, well, I'm going to get my English degree. I said, why? He said, I don't know. I just love learning, and I figured if I'm going to learn something, I might as well get a degree out of it. And I'm thinking, well, good grief, I like to learn too, but if I'm going to learn something new, I'm going to get like a $10 million increase in business from it. If we got to learn something anyway, you guys, why don't we learn things that are going to generate more income, more profits, more to the bottom line? Now, let's be clear. I'm not money motivated, okay? Money's not my driving motivation. But I know how to make money. God's given me the ability to make money, and I need to be a good steward of that gift and that ability so that I can give more, okay? I want to make more profits so that I can give more, tithe more, donate more, give more to ministries and charities, and serve more. So if I want to give away $1 billion, I first have to make $1 billion, okay? Now, not a single one of you here watching that doesn't want to write a $100,000 check to the pastor of your church. Not a single person here watching that doesn't want to write $1 million check to the local charity that they are motivated and really driven by in your local area. You'd love to write them a check for $1 million, wouldn't you? Right? Yes, you would. But you can't write the check until you've made the money. Now, last time I checked, I don't know anybody with an English degree who's making $1 million a year as an English teacher. Do you? No. Okay? Now, nothing against English or degrees. They're lovely. But are we doing it to generate income, or are we doing it to have something else to hang on the wall to impress people who aren't giving us any money? See my point? Okay? So let's focus on the things that will help us generate income, and let's socialize and hang out with the people that are going to help us learn and grow and produce more as a business owner.